Well, Liam Delap has cold-shouldered Manchester United. You can say he has snubbed Manchester United. You can as well say he has gone ahead to reject Manchester United, and looks like he is going in for a much better convincing project to him than that of Manchester United. And I remember very well when I was telling people that we are not what we think we are. Now, if a player like Liam Delap can come up and obviously snub us, what message does it really send into your medulla oblongata? Big question that deserves an answer. And life is all about facing reality. That's what most people really forget. But if you really face reality, you really understand what you have to obviously put on the table. As it stands, for Liam Delap, he has said no to Manchester United. He doesn't want to associate himself to Manchester United, though earlier stories had gone ahead to obviously indicate that we had even gone ahead to agree personal terms with the player who goes by the names of Liam Delap. And guess who reported the story? He's a United correspondent for ESPN, known as Rob Dawson. He told us that Man United have agreed personal terms with Liam Delap, his agent, and has informed Ipswich of their intention to pay the £30 million release clause. United are now awaiting Delap's final decision. So, Delap had agreed personal terms with Manchester United, but he kept his options open. You understand? And he has really chosen a different club altogether, and it's not Manchester United. So that's why I always tell you that agreeing personal terms with a player doesn't mean that the player is coming, unless otherwise you hear Fabrizio Romano saying that the player only wants Manchester United, and if you don't hear that, then he won't see you, that player, come at the club, especially in the situation in which we are into right about now. For example, Matthias Cunha, Arsenal wanted, Newcastle wanted him, and Nottingham, and they're all in Europe, and United is not in Europe. So he would have gone ahead to say no, but he said, Fabrizio Romano told us that the player only wanted Manchester United. Then Paul Hurst, United correspondent for the Times, came in through and told us that Manchester United expect to find out next week if they have been successful in their bid to sign Liam Delap. United and Chelsea are the two likeliest destinations for the striker. So Paul Hurst was really on point, and United were like, let's wait until next week, meaning that Liam Delap had gone ahead to give them their word that I'll make a decision next week, and when I make that decision, I'll obviously inform you. But it never even required to reach next week. But today, Jacobs Ben has come up and obviously broken the story that Chelsea are closing in on a move for Liam Delap after positive talks. Manchester United lack of European football have weakened their potential. Newcastle and Everton have also held talks with Delap. I've also talked to Delap, but Delap is now leaning towards going to Chelsea. So, European football has been the key factor, and we know this, that us not being in Europe is going to cost United a lot. And I think it's not news to everyone who watches in this channel, because I told you, if we don't qualify for the Champions League, we won't get the first and second choice players. We will obviously find ourselves in a position of really getting third choice players. And if you've been following me up, I told you, not going to the UEFA Europa League not going to the Champions League is a blessing in disguise. How is it a blessing in disguise? Because let's face reality. This helps us do what we call a reality check, and cold harsh facts will obviously germinate from what we are supposed to be doing as a club of Manchester United. Because I think right now we are even blessed to get a Matthias Cunha. Now let's look at other players. That is it. That are really good and are really in their development stages. Then we build up a very beautiful squad. And as we lost to, that is it, SN Select today 1-0, I'd like to confirm to you that the club of Manchester United should use the likes of Kone, the Hamsons of this world, and all those young stars that we've gone ahead to see to obviously build on the players that we have. I trust in Ruben Amorim that if he gets in another midfielder, he gets in maybe another striker, then he can obviously do a lot of things together. But that will be 3 signings will be enough if at all we don't lose Garnacho, right? But if Garnacho goes, that means you're supposed to bring in 1 or 2 more players, because you've lost Rashford, of which you need a replacement for Rashford. You can say Cunha is a replacement for Rashford. Sancho is leaving. Anthony is leaving. You understand? So, I think we have to do our level best. And what's our level best is by recruiting players like Dogu. You understand? I don't expect United to go ahead and really spend 50 million pounds on a player. The best we can spend is below 40 million pounds, and that's why Liam Delap was a very fantastic signing, because Premier League proven, he has gone ahead to score goals. He is a very good striker, and that really shows you that he could have gone ahead to obviously be good. I think that's why United were like, let's obviously go ahead and really get this player in, because in the Premier League this season, he has gone ahead to play 37 games, 12 goals scored and 2 assists. So he is really good, meaning that if he scored 12 goals at Ipswich, he would have gone ahead to score more at the club of Manchester United. But I think one of the factors that is really hidden is that he is a player coming in through from the academy of Manchester City, and he would love to go back at Manchester City. I think that's it. And he was like, I'm really going to be hated if I play for Manchester United, yet I'm a Manchester City Academy graduate. I think that's another factor that many people don't want to hint of, but it really screams the Manchester rivalry, according to me. Fabrizio Romano has also had his say on Liam Delap that Chelsea and Man United keep insisting on Liam Delap. Delap is the priority for Chelsea. Them being able to offer European football is crucial, as Man United cannot. So, I think Chelsea's project is more convincing than that of Manchester United. As for Manchester United, you don't know who is even going to be the manager next season. Because I tell you this, with these owners who have their fingers always on their triggers or trigger happy, if Amorim performs badly in the first 10 games, rumors to sack him are really gonna be all over the place. So that's what I'm telling you, and that's why I tell you it's really hard for a player to come to Manchester. That's why for Cunha saying he comes to Manchester United, I was really impressed. But I know there are very many other players that can come in through, and they're really talented. Let's get back to square one, and that's how United will obviously get back to the winning ways where you guys want it to be. Then lastly, Samuel Lucas told us that Liam Delap wants his future concluded before the European Under-21 competition that begins next month. Sources familiar with discussions expect Delap to choose between Man United or Chelsea. A decision has been made, and I don't know what United can do to make Delap overturn his decision. So, that is it for Liam Delap. Deal hijacked. He's going to Chelsea, and we've gone ahead to lose him as it stands. So, I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but that's what is going to have to happen, and we wait to see how United are really going to be encountering the likes of TK that are really their strikers. Very expensive. So all we have to do is let's really ease ourselves from really looking in for strikers for now. I think a central defensive midfielder is really very important, as I've always told you, that if you are really having another workaholic player, like Ugarte, imagine having 2 players like Ugarte, you know what it exactly means and what it brings on the table. So that is it in here onto the United Matters channel. Second video of the day. More is yet to come, and continue to subscribe. And we sign out for now. See you later. And it's the 28th. So 29, 30, 31st, 2 days to go. Let's see who United is obviously going to be looking at now. If Liam Delap is not coming, Joker is not coming, who do you think United should look at to sign in? Would we get in Calvert-Lewin as a free agent? I'm out.